Good morning and a warm greeting from Antonio Carbonelli, Brescia, Italy. Past months we saw something out of the box of what are called traditionally microeconomics, macroeconomics and public sector economics. A fourth problem which cut across the first three and which economists mostly overlook is that of the origin of wealth inequities and how to deal with them. Where do wealth inequities arise from? As I show at points 375 and 376 of my book Rethinking Economics, wealth inequities arise from the unequal distribution of revenues, and they concern, first, the remuneration for work, second, more generally, the contractual strength of the parties competing in the distribution of revenues, third, on the expenditure side, they concern the need for big and lonely party foreseeable expenditure, such as expenses for children's education, health or accident, and old age for an unknown number of years. They are precisely these three inequity factors which affect respectively what are called microeconomics, macroeconomics, and the economics of the public sector, the 3 points in which we can summarize the Mises and Hayek Liberis plan. To see the origin and remedies of wealth inequities, we must realize that wealth inequity factors and economic liberalism are the same thing. Here then is how Liberis' plan was conceived, even surprising in its simplicity. As for the state revenue and expenditure, destroying of state education, state or state-subsidized healthcare and social security, the largest expenditure items of the most advanced states, to lower taxation to the benefit of those who already have more. As for the source of profits, destroying of labor laws and of trade unions to lower wages and any form of compensation for work, to the benefit, again, of those who already have more. Third point, liberist economist Rothbard kindly explains it more clearly than anyone else when saying we can sum up the Liberis plan in one sentence: abolition of the public sector and conversion of all state activities into activities carried out voluntarily by private economy and companies. That is, destroying of the law, so-called deregulation, and of the state, to let the big fish eat the small fish, that is, to leave part of humanity free to subdue others. These three ways converge in the only direction of the most marked possible upwards wealth redistribution, and in taking away from those who have less, both within advanced countries and between advanced and poor countries. Here is therefore the purpose of the liberist economic ideology: to be implemented little by little, keeping a low profile and above all without expressly showing its basic assumptions, so that even the sharpest observers can see its effects without tracing back its underlying principles, unless they have the intellectual curiosity to read the writings of the Austrian economists and pseudo-philosophers Hayek and Mises. And so that the growing inequities seem to be a mere unwanted side effect of economic policies, whilst there are the precise purpose of liberist ideology. Well, today we saw where wealth inequities arise from. Next month, let's see how to deal with them. Meanwhile, thank you for listening and goodbye.